Welcome back to the deep dive. We all appreciate a good shortcut, right? Especially when it helps you sound smarter, more natural in conversation.
Absolutely.
So today, we're diving into something that seems simple, but it's everywhere. Conversational fitness.
That's right. And just to be clear, we aren't talking complex nutrition or perfect weightlifting form today.
No, not at all.
We're zeroing in on getting your vocabulary into peak shape for talking about fitness. Our sources, mainly some, typical dialogues, they really act like a great shortcut.
Yeah, they boil it all down.
Exactly. They distill the language of exercise down to the core phrases you actually need to sound fluent.
And the mission here is pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Equip you, the listener, with practical language you can use, right away.
Yeah, think about it. Fitness comes up constantly. Casual settings with colleagues, meeting new people.
All the time.
And the great thing is the core words energy, effort, scheduling, rest, they overlap so much with just general daily routine talk. So it's really high impact stuff to learn.
It really is. Being able to chat about whether you, prefer jogging or lifting morning or evening workouts, it helps you connect.
It's not just random words. It's about sounding like you're part of the conversation, like you belong.
Okay, let's unpack this. Our source material gives us a great starting point. A core scenario, let's say, between Anna, who jogs, and Mark, who lifts weights.
Right.
They bump into each other, start talking about new habits. If we kind of zoom in on that chat, what are the maybe 4 key phrases that really anchor everything?
Okay. Yeah. Let's start with the first step. When you decide to make that change, the baseline phrase, the sort of declaration is, I've started a new fitness routine.
Ah.
Okay.
Simple but effective.
Very. It's pretty much the gold standard for talking about any new exercise habit you're beginning. Concise. Signals it's a sustained thing, not just a random gym visit.
I like that one. It implies commitment, doesn't it? If you say, I've started a new routine, it just invites the question, oh, really? What kind of stuff are you doing?
Exactly. Which leads perfectly to the second key phrase. And this one might be even more common because, well, let's face it, everyone takes breaks.
Oh, yeah. Guilty.
So Mark, the weightlifter in this scenario, he uses, I've been trying to get back into shape.
That feels so natural, so relatable. It communicates that reset perfectly. It hints at, past fitness, but also acknowledges maybe falling off the wagon a bit.
After a vacation, busy work, the holidays.
Right. Why is that phrasing, get back into shape, so much more common than just say, I want to be fit? What's the nuance?
Well, it's that getting back part. It manages expectations, I think. When you say you're trying to get back into shape, you're sharing a really common human thing, that struggle for consistency.
Right.
It's less intimidating than announcing you're suddenly super fit.
Right.
Makes you more approachable.
That makes total sense. Okay, so we've got starting and restarting. Let's pivot to the actual actions. Anna says, I go jogging in the park. That points to the third bit of, essential structure.
Yes. The third foundation, the verb choice and the pattern. We use go plus the activity ending in G for a lot of sports, especially ones that involve moving away from a place or have a rhythm.
Like go jogging.
Go swimming, go cycling, go hiking. Mastering that go plus ing pattern, it just makes your English sound smoother right away when you talk about activities.
Good tip. And finally, what's the common ground? What do Anna and Mark agree on, whether they're lifting heavy or running outside?
The universal truth they land on. The important thing is to stay consistent.
The magic word.
It really is. Consistency is basically the definition of success in fitness. And language learning too, actually. It means doing something regularly, not giving up.
And mentioning consistency in conversation, it shows a bit of maturity, maybe. Like you understand that small steps add up.
Exactly. It suggests you get that even a little bit done regularly, makes a huge difference over time.
Okay, so we've set up the basic habits.
Yeah.
But to move beyond just, oh, I started jogging, we need the language for the workout itself. Right. This is where we need to expand the vocabulary toolbox.
Yeah, this is where things can get a bit fuzzy for learners. So, first things first, we need to distinguish between a workout and a routine. They aren't the same.
Right. Crucial difference.
A workout is that single session, what you did today or this morning. You might say, I had a great workout, or tough workout today.
Okay, the specific instance.
Exactly. Whereas the routine is the overall schedule, the plan you follow. My weekly routine includes 3 runs and 2 yoga sessions. See the difference?
Got it. You need the routine to plan the individual workouts. That clarity helps a lot when you're discussing specifics. Okay, what about the essential bookends for any good workout session?
Right. Every session should ideally have a proper start and finish. The warm-up and the cool-down.
The before and after.
Yep. Light exercises before the main event and again after. And our sources really stress that the warm-up isn't just like a nice idea. It's pretty essential for preventing injuries.
And mentioning a cool down in conversation often comes up when talking about recovery, right? Like if someone's complaining they feel stiff.
You might naturally ask, did you skip your cool down yesterday? Exactly. It turns the definition into a conversational tool.
Okay, perfect. Now, the specific types of exercise. We had Mark doing strength training or lifting weights. What else is key?
Well, there's stretching, which is pretty self-explanatory, those gentle exercises to loosen up muscles, improve flexibility, often part of warm-ups and cool-downs or its own thing.
Then the big one everyone mentions, cardio.
Yes, cardio. Short for cardiovascular exercise. Basically any activity that gets your heart rate up for a sustained time.
Running, cycling.
Elliptical, swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you hear it used as a noun a lot in conversation, like running is my favorite type of cardio, or my trainer's saying I need more cardio.
That distinction is useful. It lets you talk about the goal of the exercise, not just name the activity itself. What about the other main category, the sort of gentler disciplines?
Definitely need to include things like yoga and Pilates. They often get grouped because they focus so much on core strength, flexibility, breathing.
Right. People often contrast them with, say, high-impact cardio or heavy lifting.
Exactly. And then thinking about the support system, if you're at a gym or working with someone, you might mention your trainer or coach.
The expert guiding you.
Yep. And of course, the equipment. Can't forget that. Treadmills, dumbbells, resistance bands, yoga mats, all that stuff falls under equipment.
Knowing those terms lets you talk about the logistics, the practical side of your routine, not just the action itself. Okay, let's tie this vocabulary back to real choices. Our sources had more dialogues. Sarah and John, Emma and Lisa, showing different preferences. What stands out about how people manage the logistics, like, say, timing?
Yeah, the sources do a great job highlighting that classic contrast, morning versus evening workouts. It's a big divider.
Definitely. Anna, our jogger, she was the typical morning workout person, wasn't she? Said it made her feel active all day.
Right. Whereas John and Mark, they were more into evening workouts. John felt it gave him a kind of second wind after work.
And Mark used it to de-stress, help him sleep better.
Which is huge for a lot of people.
Yeah.
This timing thing, it's actually a pretty significant conversational marker. It subtly asks about your discipline, your lifestyle.
How so?
Well, morning workouts often imply, serious scheduling discipline, getting up early. Evening workouts might signal more of a need to shake off the day's stress.
That's interesting. So how could you ask someone about that naturally without sounding like you're interviewing them?
Oh, easy. You could just ask, are you more of a morning person or an evening person when it comes to working out? Or even more casual, do you like to get your exercise in before the day gets going or use it to kind of wind down?
Nice. Opens the door. Okay, beyond timing, there's also that clear difference in activity preference.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa was into the relaxing stuff, yoga, Pilates.
Mm-hmm. And Emma was the opposite, active sports, basketball, running, things with maybe higher intensity, maybe more social.
So lots of different approaches.
Yeah.
But what's the common thread, the key insight from all these preferences?
It sounds simple, but it's crucial and often gets missed when people are chasing the perfect routine. Find something you genuinely enjoy. Seriously. That enjoyment factor. It's the secret sauce for consistency.
Because if you hate running,
you won't stick with it, no matter how good someone says it is for you. And in conversation, admitting you actually like doing something, even if it's just dancing in your living room, sounds way better than bragging about forcing yourself through something you dread.
So true. Okay, let's get to the advanced tips. We've got the structure, the terms, but how do native speakers just casually drop fitness into conversation? The stuff that makes you sound really fluent.
Right, this is where we use those phrasal verbs and shortcuts. They sound much more immediate, more informal, like take going to the gym. Instead of saying, a bit formally, I went to the gym yesterday.
You'd say?
People very commonly say, I hit the gym yesterday.
Hit the gym? Why hit? What does that imply?
Hit often suggests a deliberate, maybe quick, focused action. You went there, did your thing, and left. Like you hit the store or hit the road. It sounds active, efficient.
Okay, I like that. Instant fluency boost.
Uh-huh.
What about common activities like running?
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't say, I completed a run of 5 kilometers this morning. Way too formal.
Sounds like a race report.
Exactly. You'd just say, I went for a run this morning, or maybe I squeezed in a quick run. Using phrases like squeezed in is another great fluency marker, shows you fit it into a busy day.
Nice one. And with tech being everywhere in fitness now, mentioning apps seems like another easy shortcut.
Totally. I'm trying a new workout app is super common, or even my fitness tracker yelled at me today, need more steps. These are really current, culturally relevant ways to start a fitness chat.
Good point. Now, quickly, context matters, right? Sharing workout details is fine usually, but maybe not in a super formal professional setting. Is there a safe, short phrase for those times?
Absolutely. If you're talking to your boss or in a more professional context, getting into your reps and sets might be TMI.
Right.
The safest, most professional default is simply, I like to stay active. It gets the point across you value fitness without inviting loads of detail. Polite, professional, done.
Perfect. Okay, so we've covered a lot. Built the core vocabulary, defined the key session elements, armed ourselves with those casual fluency shortcuts. If you're listening and want just 3 phrases to try out immediately, maybe let them be. I've started a new fitness routine. I like doing cardio. And that all-important reminder, the important thing is consistency.
Yeah, and if we zoom out for a second, connect this whole thing to the bigger picture, the source material makes a really strong, really useful analogy between physical fitness and learning a language.
Oh, interesting. How so?
Well, both of them need that same magic combo. Consistency, dedicated practice, and crucially, patience. You can't cram for fitness, and you can't really cram for fluency either.
It's about building those connections, right? Strengthening those vocabulary muscles day by day. Just like a little exercise every day adds up physically.
A little language practice every day adds up for fluency. Precisely. Which actually brings us to a final thought for you, the listener, to maybe mull over. If consistency really is that universal key for fitness, for language, for lots of things, what's one small, specific vocabulary exercise or fitness task you could commit to doing every single day, starting now, to guarantee you make progress?
One small thing every day. That's a great question to ponder. Think about that as you start using these new phrases.
Yeah.